YouTube. We are getting ready to butcher our chickens, so today I am making kill cones. And we had actually looked into purchasing some, and they were around $30 plus shipping. They were going to cost us about $35, $40 to buy them. I actually found some information online about making them, so I made up a couple of prototypes. And this is metal flashing that you use in roofing. Now, it comes in a roll. We had scrap remnants left. This particular one has gold on the inside. These didn't. And it's really simple, so I want to show you how to do it. So sorry about moving you, but you'll get a much better view here of what's going on. Now what you start with is a 30-inch sheet of flashing, and this is 14-inch wide. You can use 16-inch wide depending on your chickens. You can kind of play around with it if you're doing turkeys. We do heritage breed chickens. So this is going to give us a 7-inch measurement here on the bottom. It's going to end up in a 3.5-inch opening, and I think it's going to be about 7.5 on the top. So 30 inches. You want to find your center. And the center is going to be 15 inches, so I'm just going to put a little mark down here. And from your center, you need 7 inches out on either side. And for me, I'm using my washer and dryer pile that's going to the scrapyard. So I have a piece of wood underneath it so that you don't scratch what's underneath. And you can draw a line from your corner. We're going from this corner to the 7-inch mark. Or you can just use your utility knife, depending on how you want to do it. So you can see I've got, what you end up with is a trapezoid figure. My knife's missing. And if you make a few passes, I'm just using a regular utility knife. You can use tin snips, but then you don't get such a nice edge. Now you can see that just kind of scored it, and if you bend it, I'm bending it the opposite way of my cut. And if it doesn't go right into that crease, you want to apply more pressure and make another pass. And you want to use gloves so that you don't cut yourself. Cotton gloves aren't going to quite cut it. These are some gardening gloves with leather palms. And then we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. 7 inches from the center up to your corner. I'm using the level for a straight edge so that my cut keeps falling in the same line. Again, I'm just folding that. It works like perforation, and it just separates that real easy. Now on whichever side, sometimes one side gets a little bent, and on this side, like, I've got my tape that I'll take off, but you want a 1.5 inch line from your edge, and that's your overlap for when you fold it over. So here you're just using your pencil to make that line, and of course it never comes off great. Okay. I choose these spring-loaded clamps. They're real nice for holding your cone. So this is what we've ended up with. And you're just going to want to fold that over. And this is where the clamp comes in. And because you have cut metal edges, this is why you want the gloves. Okay, now you need your drill. And you're going to want to use your drill bit based on your rivets. And I'm using 1/8. I think anything bigger is going to be kind of overkill. And you're just going to want to drill your starter hole. And remember, you've got 1.5 inches here. And you just want to be careful when you're doing this that you don't compress your roll at this point. You don't want to bend it and damage it. And I want to keep it lined up. You could rivet as you go. I prefer to drill out all my holes at the same time. And it only takes about 3 rivets. Okay, so now you need your rivet gun, and I've just got a cheap Harbor Freight one. These are also referred to as pop rivets. Okay. And you want to put your rivet in from the inside of the cone so that when you pop your rivet, the flush side is going to be on the inside against the chicken. Sometimes it takes more than one squeeze. Just continue to do that across all 3 of them. My rivet gun doesn't kick the previous rivet stem out, which I didn't care for that part of it. But I'd gone to the big box store and I didn't like the options that they had either. Now for me, I have a hard time getting it into this last one from that end. So bear with me. And I've tried it from the other end, and the handle doesn't quite have enough room. And as you can see, if your hole shifts, then that kind of gives you a little trouble. That's the case here. Now you've got your 3 rivets, and you can flatten these out if you can put something on the inside. A steel pipe works really good for that. And then for us, we like to slice this top section off. I've got these jumbo tin snips. And you can cut it straight across. We're actually just cutting the flaps off here. And then you can drill another hole, and you can put a grommet in it, or you can just have the hole for hanging, and then you can just put a nail head through it. So that is our kill cone, and you just put your chicken in, head down. It holds their wings in so they don't flop around and flop out and bloody everything. We've always done it a 2-person job with him holding, me holding the chicken and stretching it out. This way is gonna allow us to move a little faster since we got the chicken plucker this year. So we'll show you how this all works out. Good luck and use safety.